What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. We're talking about knives again today. I've got a video here I'm going to do on the Cold Steel Luzon. That's what we got today. It is it's got a blade length of 6 inches. This is the large one. Overall length is 13.5 inches. The steel is 8CR 14 MOV. The weight is 9.3 ounces. Blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters, and the handle length is 7.5 inches. GFN, basically plastic style handle. So that's what we got. That is it. All right, this is the blade. That is it. It is like a hand sword. That's basically what I can compare it to. It's like a hand sword. Now, one thing everybody does complain about is the plastic belt clip, or pocket clip, I should say. Plastic clip. Now, it does have a locking mechanism. This little tab here slides back and forth to lock your liner lock. So therefore, it will for sure not close on you, or it shouldn't anyway. Now, the way this is made, it's a flipper. So you flip it like that, flip it out. But also, it has got, whenever you have it in your pocket, this other side will catch. All right, whenever you pull it out of your pocket, if you pull it out and push back on it just right as you're pulling it out of your pocket, it'll open, right? So that's pretty neat. But blade shape is like a clip point, I believe is what they call it. But it's not a real thick blade. You're not gonna. This is for piercing. This is for slicing and piercing. It's not really heavy duty. It's got steel liners though, but the blade itself is not real thick. That's what I'm getting at. But pretty nice blade though for $30. I found this on Amazon for $30. Now the blade shape does put me in mind of a buck 119. They both have got a 6-inch blade, but check out the blade shape. See what I'm getting at? The blade shape is pretty similar, really. So that's kind of what I'm going to compare it to, especially up there toward the tip. The blade shape is very, very close. But I had and they kind of compare this to like a pocket knife that is supposed to be similar to like a butterfly knife. And whenever it's fully deployed, whenever it's flipped open like this, it's supposed to look like a kind of similar to a butterfly knife. Well, I've got an old one right here, an old butterfly knife. So we will see there. See how that's shaped. See, it's got the two things on either side. You can kind of see the similarity there for what I'm trying to get at here. But this is an old butterfly knife that I've had in my collection for years, since I was a kid, and it's by Dixie Knife Works. I actually bought this in I think I bought this in a knife shop, in the knife shop that used to be in Silver Dollar City down in Branson, Missouri. That is where this thing came from. So that's pretty neat. I even handmade a sheath for it. Got a little pocket clip on it, and just slides right in there. Pretty neat. So anyway, so I ended up with, let's see, this was my first cold steel pocket knife. It is the Fin Wolf, all right? And I've also have the Fin Hawk, I think. Fin Hawk. Yeah, I've got that one too, but I did not bring it out here today. It is a fixed blade, and it's basically a little larger version of this, right? So this was my first cold steel pocket knife, all right? Then I ended up with this monster not real long ago, the 4MAX Scout. Then I ended up purchasing this one from a friend of mine at work for $10, and it is the SR1 Lite. So I thought, well, I kind of have got a small, medium, large deal going on here, right? So there we go. Small, medium, and large, right? See if I can't hold these up and not slice a finger off. There we go. Kind of got a small, medium, and large thing going on here. But those are my cold steel folders that I have. I don't have a lot of cold steel folders, but they're pretty cool. They do make this one. They do make this one in a 4-inch model, which would be a little more handy probably. This does actually fit down in your pocket though. It will fit down in your pocket. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Pocket knife for the zombie apocalypse, I suppose. I don't know. It's relatively smooth. The blade is pretty heavy on it, so it doesn't take much to make it do what you want it to do. It does have a lanyard hole in the back of it there if you wanted to run a lanyard, but I don't know. The blade centering on mine is off just a little bit, but it was straight whenever I bought it. I tried to give it one of these the other day, and whenever I went like that to give it the flip, it went flying across the kitchen floor. That was not safe at all. But after it went flying across the kitchen floor, banging off of the hardwood floor, it is no longer center. I don't know what in the hell I warped whenever I threw it across the floor, but yeah, it's no longer quite center. But I don't care. It's still awesome. It is totally awesome. It's like you can get 2 hands on this thing. I have large to extra large hands, and I can get 2 hands on this thing. It's like a miniature hand sword, but for piercing and for slicing, excuse me, and for anything you're going to need a little bit more reach, because you can grip back here on the back, and you could probably do a little bit of chopping with this thing. I don't know if I would get real crazy with it, but yeah, it doesn't have a sharpened spine anywhere, so you're not going to throw any sparks on it off this thing with fire steel or anything. So, but now this little guy, it sort of has a sharpened spine. It's not bad. The Finn Wolf. The best one I've found for Firecraft so far is this SR1 Light. It has a very sharp spine. I done a Firecraft video on this one the other day, and it worked out great. Max Force Scout, it won't strike a fire steel very well either. I tried the other day on a video on it, but anyway, and I did turn the pocket clip around on this one. So the pocket clip on this one's turned around so I can carry it in my left pocket. So it has been turned around. But anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to talk about this thing. It's pretty awesome for $30. I mean, for just it's just the cool factor of having one of these. That's what it is. It's just like the cool factor to have one. There's not a legitimate need, I don't believe, for a 6-inch folding knife, but it's cool. That's all I can say is Cold Steel has always made things that are awesome. I will say that. They make awesome products. So, all right, guys. I think that's all I'm going to talk about today on this one. So we'll get out of here. And if you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll get out of here. We will see you. Maybe. Stupid remote.